This is Cheyenne Valentine back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I have a question. I want to know, why do some of these women fight to be the last baby mama? Again, why are some of these women fighting to be the last baby mother? Now, when I say some women, I do mean some. It's not a large percentage that's doing this, but I know there are some women who are doing this, and so I want to talk about these women not in a negative way, but I mean, you might look at it in a negative way, but I've been trying to figure out their psychology. Why do they do this? And if you don't know what I mean, basically, there are some women who decide to have a child with a guy who has, multiple kids already, and these particular women, they convince themselves that they're going to be the last baby mother, and so it's okay if they have a kid with him because they're going to be the last woman to have his child. Now, you all might want to know, okay, what is the significance of being the last baby mother? The significance is that, okay, so women have studied some men, and they've figured out that with some, I didn't say all, but with some men, you would notice that, okay, so a guy with some men, they can have a child, right? Maybe one kid or multiple kids with one woman or different women, however it goes. And if they're not with that woman anymore, sometimes they don't really spend that much time with the children with her because they're not with her anymore. I've seen cases where the guy barely spends time with his kid that he had with the woman that he's not currently with anymore, which is his biological kids, but then he'll get with another woman and she can already have had kids by another guy, and he would play stepdad to those kids and spend more time with those kids because he's actually with the woman in the household. So his biological kids barely get any of his time. He doesn't give them money, he doesn't give a damn about them, but the kids that's in the household with him, because he's with their mom, he does everything for those kids. And so some women have seen this pattern in some men, and they figure, oh, if I'm the last baby mother, then, because usually the last woman, that's who he's with. So we know he's not with the first baby mother anymore, the second, the third. He could still be sleeping with them though. But they figure, oh, if I'm the last one, those other ones didn't matter. Those other ones weren't important. So he's going to be with me, and it doesn't matter that he has all these kids with these women. I'm the newest version. We're going to have a baby with each other. And so my baby's the one that matters because we're going to be in a relationship together. Now, you might say, who do I know that did this? Well, I know, let's start with reality TV. Do you all remember Tara and Amina? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Saying their name right. Off of, I think it was Love and Hip Hop New York. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop reality show anymore, but I remember when I did, Tara and Amina was on it, and basically they were dating a guy, a guy named Peter Guns was dating Tara. He had been dating her for years, and they had a couple kids, and they had 2 sons, and then he got married to Amina while he was still with Tara. And what happened was I think he got engaged, or he married Amina, got her pregnant, still was having sex with Tara, and then right after Amina got pregnant and had her baby, Tara got pregnant, and then Amina got pregnant again. So Amina has 2 kids with him from what I think she has 2, and Tara has, I think, 3. Now, I remember during the series when he was with Tara, he was cheating on Tara with Amina. He married Amina and got her pregnant. Tara, obviously was upset. Oh, you married her, but I was with you for 10 years plus. I think they were together for 10 years plus, or at least 10 years. And then she knows he married another woman, got her pregnant. So what she does, him and her continues to have sex, and she gets pregnant. And I remember the scene where she told him she was pregnant, and he was like, oh my God, how am I going to explain this to Amina? And she got mad. She was like, well, I'm not really concerned with her right now. And she looked happy that she's pregnant by him. And I'm like, this is some sick crap. I'm really trying not to use profanity. This is some sick crap. Okay. Like, are you kidding me? you're excited to be pregnant by this man who has married another woman who's with you for multiple years, had kids with you, wouldn't marry you, marries her, gets her pregnant, and then you get what? And so I noticed, and then Amina after that, I think, got pregnant again. So they were fighting. That's what I call fighting to be the last baby mother. And the only conclusion I can come up with is that they feel that the last baby mama is going to have more of his attention. The last baby mother is going to be the newest version. That's the newest, because you know, a lot of times with some people, they love the newborns, you know, the newborn baby. And so, you know, her and him is the new, how can I say that? She just had his newest baby, like his current family. And so they feel like, okay, well, you're the past baby mothers, but I'm the present one. Another person I noticed that did this with Future, I think he got Bow Wow's baby mother. I don't like saying baby mother, but yeah, child's mother pregnant. I think her name is Josie. I think I'm saying that wrong. I'm just gonna say Bow Wow's baby mother. Yeah, because I think her name is Josie, but I'm not quite sure. And I remember she posted something either on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook saying that Future's previous kids were a mistake or something like that. They were mistakes, and I mean, she was talking crazy, talking greasy, and so she really thought that since she was the quote-unquote last baby mother, sweetheart, you're not going to be the last, okay? This is what these women have to understand. You weren't the first, and you're not going to be the last. I know, you know, because some women don't want to be with a man who has a kid. But for the women who deal with a guy who has multiple kids, the way they rationalize it in their head, they say things like, oh, well, it's okay he had all those kids because, you know, he's not with those women. This shows, you know, if he's in the kids like that, shows that he's a good father, which means he'll be a good father to my child. And then they also think that, okay, since I'm currently dealing with him, you know, I'm the finale. We're going to be together and have a family. And so it's not a big deal. I want to be the last one, because the last baby mother feels that she's the most special. Now, I want to get to something real quick, too, while we're on this subject. Women think that when they have a kid with a guy, look, hey, women think that if they have a kid with a guy and he already has multiple kids and he's a good father to those kids, they think by default that he's going to be good to their kid. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. I have asked my boyfriend this question. I have asked several other men this question. And the question is basically, why does it seem that men treat one kid different than the other kid? And they all have told me it's the guy treats the kid based upon his feelings for the mother. So if he was in love with the child's mother via, you know, if he was married to, if that was his girlfriend, if they were living together, he's more prone. I didn't say he's going to act right. I'm just saying he's more prone to be into the kid because the kid is a reflection of her. Okay. If he did not want the woman, if this woman and him was a one-night stand, or they were just sex partners, cuddy buddies, whatever the hell you want to call it, if they were friends with benefits, sometimes what would happen, he's not that much into the kid because of his relationship with the mom, because his feelings for the mom was not strong. It was just a sexual relationship. Okay, so what happens is this woman gets confused because she's like, wait a minute, with these other women you were good to their child, so why that I'm pregnant, or you know, why is it when I had a baby by you, you don't really seem that into the child? It's because he was not that into you. Their feelings a lot of times is based upon, this is what men are telling me. I didn't say this. This is what men have told me. A lot of times their feelings towards the child is based upon their feelings towards the mother. And that's sad. It sucks, because you would think men would sleep with women they actually wanted. But look, they sleep with women they don't want, and then when she gets pregnant, they resent her and the baby. So this is what happens. I'm just letting women know. Also, you know, some women feel that things between them and God can be going bad, but if they have a kid with him, he's going to, you know, that's going to make everything better. He's going to give them a relationship. Wrong answer. I had a woman tell me this. This woman has 5 kids by 3 different men. This woman's in her 70s. Okay, so she's been around for a while. She knows how men are. She flat out told me, she said the quickest way to get rid of a man is to get pregnant by him. This is what she told me. I'll repeat this again. She said the quickest way to get rid of a guy, a male, is to get pregnant by him. I'm just warning you, women. That's the quickest way. So, see, women, you have to think in reverse. See, with women, they feel, oh, the baby will bring us closer together. Oh, you don't want to give me a commitment, but we're sex partners, and you claim you like me, but blah, blah, blah. If I, if you get me pregnant and everything, and I have the baby, this gonna make us get close. No. I've seen this. Guys, you don't understand how many times I've seen this where the guy and the woman relationship was okay. It seemed they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and the moment she got pregnant, he stopped coming around, he stopped calling, and he didn't want her no more. I mean, this happens a lot, over and over again, and I get tired of seeing it. It just disgusts me how some of these men act, but this is not really about the men. This video is about the women. So I want to know, why do these women want to fight to be the last baby mother? And like I said, I just came up with a conclusion that they feel if they're the last baby mother, they're going to get the most attention from him. They feel that, they see that maybe he's a good father to his other kids. So he feels that, they feel that, he'll be a good father to my kid. Or they might feel like, okay, those kids didn't mean anything because you didn't love their mom, but you love me, and I'm the current girlfriend or wife. So you're going to be, we're going to be a big happy family. Those situations was a mistake. Some women like to one up each other. I noticed too with women, I remember with Kevin Featherline, when he got with Britney Spears, I remember he was with Star Jackson, I think that's her name, before. Star Jackson used to play on Moesha, and she's black, he's white, and I think they had 2 kids together, and then he was Britney Spears, I think, backup dancer, and then he started messing around Britney Spears, and he dumped Star Jackson, and Britney Spears and him got married quickly. And soon, but I think a year into their marriage, I think she got pregnant. And then soon after she had 2 kids. And I always felt, just my opinion, that she hurried up and had those kids to compete with Star Jackson, because he already had 2 kids with Star. He already had 2 kids with Star Jackson. And it's mighty strange that Britney pushed out 2 kids for him. She didn't give him just 1. She didn't give him 3, 4, or 5. She gave him 2. And I feel in my heart that was to compete with Star. A lot of times women like to have just as many kids by the dude as the other woman, or more. They like to have at least the same amount of kids. So if the other woman he was with previously had 1, and like she's really into this dude, they're about to get married, or she's like obsessed with him, she'll try to have one as well. Or if the other woman has 2, she'll try to have 2. They do this doubling up, this back and forth type thing, because they all want to be the last baby mother. They claim the fame is to be the last baby mother, and the only thing I keep thinking about is, okay, what is the reason? Only reason I can see is that they know that some men will give their current girlfriend and her kids the most attention. So whoever the guy is with currently in that moment, that's who he usually spends his time with. That's who the kids that's in the household with him, they get most of his attention, his time and love. And let me say this too, for the good fathers out here, I'm not saying they're doing it intentionally. So for the good fathers who are, let's say he had a kid with a woman, could be his ex-wife, just could have been a girlfriend. They're no longer together. He gets with another woman, they get married. Him and that woman has a child. By default, he's going to spend more time with those kids and that family. And so the other kid is probably going to feel left out, because that kid doesn't have their father in the household with them on a regular basis. So this happens by default in some cases. In other cases, I've seen several times where the guy had a kid by a woman. He didn't want her like that. He went on about his business, barely saw his kid. Then he got with another woman he really wanted, and she already had a kid by another guy, and he treated that kid like it was his own, and was a great father to that kid, and then act like his biological kid didn't exist, because he was no longer having intercourse with the mother of that child, and in a house with her. I've seen dudes do this. So I think women have seen this with some men too. So they feel, okay, if I'm the last baby mother, I hold rank over the rest of you all, because yeah, you all came before me, but I'm in his life currently, so I'm getting his present attention. I'm the special one. They really feel like being the last one makes him a special one, because she's currently in his life. And the other women are left to raise the kid, without him. Hopefully they found another guy. And and she's like, well, I got the ultimate prize because I'm the last baby mother. That's what it seems like. Okay, and this is a very defective thinking to me. I think I know why they think like this. Like, I just gave the reasons why I think they feel this way, but it's very warped thinking, because how do you know you're gonna be the last baby mama? Like, how do you know this? And back to the Josie thing with the few, basically Bow Wow's oh my God, I can't. Yeah, I'm tired right now. So Bow Wow's baby mother, Josie, I think that's her name. She said that about Future's kids, okay, so they were a mistake and all that, running her mouth. And I think soon after she got pregnant by him, another woman came out alleging that she was getting a baby by him. And I know Bow Wow's baby mother was mad about it. I know she was pissed about it, because I know she wanted to be the last baby mother. They're fighting to be the last one. They freaking disgust me. I don't know, like, Can we focus on trying to be the wife? Can we focus on that? Instead of fighting each other and trying to one up each other, just pushing out babies. Like, do you know these are human beings you're pushing out of your vagina? These are human beings that need love and attention from their father. But you don't care. You want to be the last baby mama. How about being the wife? How about focusing on that instead of going back and forth with a woman for a man that probably doesn't deserve love and doesn't even deserve you or another baby?